This is not my favorite. I wouldn't say this is my favorite poem.
This is one of
that I've written.
that you've written.
This is one of Maddie's favorites of mine. This is, I like this one, but I like others in different artistic ways because they're like closer to me. But they might, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But all right, it doesn't really matter. This is Sum of Parts. Do the ends justify the means? Do the rivers flow from streams? Does that mean anything? Sum of parts. Am I flesh and bone, guts and gore? Just energy or something more? Am I more than what you bargained for? Sum of parts. Is there something deep inside of me, breathing whispers with the breeze? Something different, uniquely me? Are we destined to die? Are we just tongue in cheek? Am I just the collection of emotional strings, tied together too tight without reason or being? Just a big random jumble of opinions and stardust? Are we more than our thoughts? Do our actions define us? Am I hollowed out, molded, squished, pressed, and squeezed? Or does some X factor reside buried leagues deep within me? Do the ends justify the means? Whatever that means. Sum of parts. And then at the end there's a little spoken word. A collective God. No just one God. Is there a God? Are we the God? I mean, are we just, fucking bodies? I wrote, ha. I mean, is this it? I don't know who does. I guess if it is it, then what are we supposed to do about it? Just let go and make the most of it. Stop thinking so damn much. Just do and create what makes us happy, even if we're just guessing. Be our own God. That way we're never disappointed. And maybe, just maybe, we squeeze some evolution or higher plane of thinking out of it and become more on our own accord and free will than just, I don't know, a sum of parts.
It's very, very good.
That was very good.
Very, very good. What I love so much about it is how it evolves as it goes on in like the way you talk, because it starts very like super.
Each line is read. I do that on purpose. Each line is kind of its own thing, and then the more it goes on, it
slowly
connects
gets more like letting go. It lets go as it goes on, because the way it opens is very like postulative and like, like maybe this, and it reminds me of Ralph Waldo a lot. Well, it reminds me of transcendentalism in general. Of like, this is a question. Like this poem is a question essentially, a very existential question, and then it vaguely religious almost, and then as it goes, it develops, and you start to get less formal with like your speech in a technical sense, but then like it's almost like this is your technical like formal writing level, and then this is like your confidence in your thesis, and as you become more confident and start answering the question that you posed at the beginning, the formal nature of your speech decreases. You know what I mean?
Dude, this is. I think you're right, but I never like did that on purpose. Like I never noticed that. Like I only
because you're being so genuine.
I
when
only
you
tried to
write
talk faster the more it went on.
because that's the fucking creative flow that you got in when you fucking wrote it. Is as you started to answer your own question, you started to come out of the poetic, like veiled speech, and you started to just talk like yourself. And you finish the poem by the end of being like, well, shit, fucking Jesus, I guess we better, like, maybe we could do this with that. And it was just, and it's like, it's so fucking good.
Thank you.
It's
I never
so
thought about it that way. You're right. And I think the reason for that is that it has a story. And the songs, or the poem story was that I had one of the worst fucking bipolar mental fits I've ever had in my life. Just absolutely shitting my pants, pissing, crying, and then angry, and then like just I was fucking like going full manic depressive, like bad, to the point where like you couldn't look me in the eyes and see me. And the only thing that brought me back to earth was like my dad. And like I was losing myself, and I was kind of in the space where I was so gone. I was like, I fucking don't know what like while I was trying to express just a concept.
Yeah.
My speech sounded like that. And I calmed down after about an hour, and I sat outside in the rain for the next 6 and listened to like all of Bon Iver's discography, and just pulled out my phone and I wrote that, and I had it in like 30 minutes. It just all came out in 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's fucking
Wow.
sick.